அனுயாத்திரம் செய்தேனோ அநிலங்கனை போலே, அவள் புரிய ஈந்தேனோ குச்சேலரை போலே, ஆயுதங்களீந்தேனோ அகஸ்தியரை போலே, அந்தரங்கம் புக்கேனோ சஞ்சயனை போலே, கர்மத்தால் பெற்றேனோ ஜனகரை போலே, கடித்தவனை கண்டேனோ திருமங்கையார் போலே, குடை முதலானதானேனோ அனந்தாழ்வான் போலே, கொண்டு திருந்தேனோ திருவடியை போலே.
அனுயாத்திரம் செய்தேனோ அணிலங்களைப் போலே. After Sri Rama and Lakshmana assembled the army of monkeys along with Vanara King Sugriva, they marched towards Lanka in search of the abducted Sita and reached the ocean. In order to cross, they decided to build a bridge across the ocean. The monkey army got busy in this activity by using rocks and boulders. At that time, the squirrels in the nearby forest also decided to help Sri Rama's endeavor. They jumped into the ocean and made their bodies wet, came back to the beach, rolled in the sand, and then they went back onto the boulders and shook the sand from their bodies in the gaps between the rocks. The squirrels demonstrated what contributory selfless work really means. Did I do divine service by supporting the monkeys like the squirrels did? Asks Thirukkolur Ammal. Aval puriye ஈந்தேனோ குசேலரை போலே. Kuchela, Sri Krishna's childhood friend, was in such a dire state of poverty that he had nothing else other than a handful of pounded rice to offer his dear friend. But to Krishna, it is not what is offered, but how it is offered that really matters. Anything offered with true love and devotion is immediately accepted by the Lord. Thirukkolur Ammal is asking, did I take any offering with such great affection and devotion to the Lord like Kuchela did? ஆயுதங்களீந்தேனோ அகஸ்தியரை போலே. When Sri Rama entered the Dandakaranya forest, he went to the ashrams of several Maharishis and paid his respects to them. One of these rishis was the sage Agastya. Agastya received Rama with great honor. Knowing Rama's avatara rahasya and what was to come, he presented him with several weapons. Did I help the Lord like sage Agastya did? Thirukkolur Ammal is asking. Andarangam pukkeno Sanjayanai pole. Sanjaya was the charioteer for Dhritarashtra and was also his close friend. Before the war, Dhritarashtra sent Sanjaya as his messenger to see Krishna. At that time, Krishna, his wife Satyabhama, Arjuna and Draupadi were all together in their private chambers having a discussion. No one was allowed in at that time. When they heard of Sanjaya's visit, Krishna said, "Let's have him meet us here. Seeing how close I am with Arjuna, he will take back that message to the Kauravas. That itself will destroy them." And Sanjaya did take that message back to Duryodhana. Thirukkolur Ammal is asking, did I get a private audience with the Lord himself like Sanjaya did? Karmattal petreno Janakarai pole. King Janaka, despite being the ruler of a prosperous kingdom, was a great karma yogi. In Bhagavad Gita, when Sri Krishna explains karma yoga, he gives the example of King Janaka. And he says, Karmanaivahi samsiddhim astita janakadayaha. Raja rishis such as Janaka attained worldly and spiritual success through karma yoga. Thirukkolur Ammal is asking, am I capable of being steady in Karma Yoga like King Janaka? கடித்து அவனை கண்டேனோ திருமங்கையார் போலே. Tirumangayalvar wanted to marry the beautiful Kumadhavalli Nachiyar. She demanded that he prove his worth by feeding thousands of devotees of Sriman Narayana every day. Tirumangai spent all his wealth on that. After running out of funds, wishing to continue the service, he became a highway thief and used the stolen money for this noble purpose. In order to shower their grace on Alvar, the Lord and his divine consort dressed themselves as newlywed couple and wearing many ornaments appeared in front of Alvar. Alvar stopped them with a sword in hand and demanded all their jewelry. When it came to a ring, Tirumangayalvar was unable to take it off from the Lord. So he used his teeth to bite the ring and take it off from the Lord's feet. Then he put all the jewelry together in a sack and tried to pick it up, but it was too heavy for him. So he demanded the Lord to tell him what mantra he had used to make the bundle heavy. Alvar was wondering if such a slender young lad could carry these jewels on him, why the strong Alvar was unable to lift them. The Lord shared the great Tirumantra with Alvar, which completely transformed Tirumangai into Lord's greatest devotee. Did I get the opportunity to attain his grace by biting him like Tirumangayalvar did? Asks Thirukkolur Ammal. Kudai mudalanadaaneno Anantalvan pole. Anantalvan is the name for Adisesha on whom the Lord rests. He is always with the Lord. Even when the Lord descends to this world, Adisesha accompanies him in some form or the other and sincerely serves him. Since he is in eternal service to Sriman Narayana and is the very personification of service, he is called Adisesha. Poigai Alvar sings in his Mudal Tiruvandadi about the glories of Adisesha. Alvar says, Adisesha serves as an umbrella when Lord Sriman Narayana walks. He becomes a seat when the Lord sits. He is the footwear when the Lord stands up. He is the float when the Lord rests on the milky ocean. He also serves as a lamp, as his cloth and as his pillow. Thus he is everything when it comes to rendering service to Bhagavan. Thirukkolur Ammal is asking, have I rendered any kind of service to Bhagavan like Adisesha does, taking various forms? Kondu tirindeno Tiruvadiyai pole. The term Tiruvadi refers to both Garuda and Hanuman. They got this name because they both perform the service of carrying the Lord. Thirukkolur Ammal is asking, did I carry the Lord ever on my shoulders with affection like Hanuman did?